Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Speed Gaming Daily Race. This time, Link to the Past Rando Daily is the Pedestal goal. So find out what dungeons are going to be your pendants, beat them, and pull ped. Welcome to the race. I am Lanabine, joined today by nobody for commentary, but in tracking, we have Lady Laura Linda and Zilligen. Thank you very much for doing this. You all, there would be no restream. Today on Restream, we have Akaish, Arya Stark, Top Specialist, and some person no. Should be a fantastic race. But as I said, the goal of the race is to get your 3 pendants and pull Pedestal to win. So what we need depends on the Pedestal requirements of the dungeons that are pendants, so it should be fun. Looks like we're starting in just a few seconds. We'll see what the runners do. An evil shield located at the Link's house and the flippers at Sanctuary. And we have some sort of pendant at Eastern, did not catch the other two. I think it was a crystal at Desert. Looks like the other pendant in here. Okay, 2 pendants in Light World. We have a green pendant, Vanilla Eastern, and a pendant at Hera. Could be a quick C depending on that third medallion. Looks like I may be joined momentarily here by someone. We'll see. Looks like they have bombs from the crabs. That is a wonderful drop prize. And I am joined on commentary now by Professor Render. How are you today? Looks like we have a glove that I totally missed hanging out with the uncle area. Oh, and a mirror located at the Lost Woods. Great find. Looks like Top Specialist is going to be head dropping down into the back of Escape. And we have a bottle, the small key, and the hammer. Excellent find. Okay, we are just a moon pearl away from Dark World access at this point.
Oh, hello?
Hey, there's Renderer. Welcome. How you doing today, my friend?
Good. RTC connecting.
Yay, errors.
Anyway, pet goal.
Yeah, ped goal. We've got 2 early pendants in Light World. We got Eastern, and we have Hera. And we're basically a moon pearl away from Dark World access at this point with a hammer in the back of Escape and a glove at Uncle's area.
So that's not bad. Hopefully we just get a bow, like, or at least have pendants, pendant pod, because that would at least make this way easy.
That's true. That basically means we're a moon pearl and a bow away from go mode at this point, if that were the case, but we'll see. Looks like Akaish does locate a can of Samaria at blind set.
Probably not necessary.
Probably not, but with no other weapon right now, at least it's something to fight some Moldorms at Mini Moldorm Cave if you want to go.
Yeah. It's an offensive weapon.
$10. That's not half bad. And the boots in the back of the well, a very good find. Gonna make everything a little faster.
Yeah, this will be, this is something that everyone will get because it's CAC. Ah, convenient flute.
That's about the most convenient flute you can hope for. You just buy it and you activate it 3 feet away.
Yeah, just like walk over. Yeah.
All right, with that we have boots, we have a flute, That's a lot of mobility. Where do these runners go now? South Shore, I'd have to guess, after Kakariko.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely South Shore. It's your opening. It's the opening moments of the seed, so it makes sense.
Well, they're able with the gear we've got. We could technically do Hira at this point in logic, but Akaish has not gotten to the back of escape for that hammer. We'll see what the other winners do, because it looks like Arya and Top Specialist both got that hammer.
Yeah. The only one that hasn't went to the back of escape and also has a glove is some personnel. But speaking of which, you'll get the boots here.
Yeah, I'm never going to turn down early boots no matter the seed you're playing.
Yeah, it's early speed. It's speed. You got it's make things a lot more faster for people.
Yep.
All right, race game blind is going to be a Hark piece, so we're just out of here.
And as expected, South Shore is the play for Akuhaish. Does need to go to the back of escape. If he happens to find a Moon Pearl, could end up clearing quite a bit more before getting that hammer.
Right. This is to be expected because this is the opening minutes of the run, so this is the typical opener that happens, and we get an ice rod. Probably not necessary as well.
Not something you necessarily want to see either, but if TR is your third pendant, that's a good find.
Yeah, it's couple that with Samaria, and then, well, you're good. And then Myths, and then Fire Rod, and then, Hammer. Yeah. Well, granted, we already have Hammer, but the point stands.
Oh, and Arya, the only one of two to go to town with the bottle, does get Quake off of Sick Kid.
On Akuheish's side, we have our first sword in a red boomerang. To which I say, all boomerangs are perfectly fine. It's just that no one uses them and which people should be using them because it's good for tech.
And Akuhaish navigating the dark rescue of our buddy lost up on the mountain.
Yeah. Top Specialist will also be making his way over.
Everyone making interesting plays. We've got Akuhaish kind of avoiding the back of escape, drop down, missing a hammer. We've got everyone else avoiding the South Shore, missing a sword.
Yeah, this has been a very interesting set of divergence from all four of the runners.
Did see a gettable blue mail on top of Spectacle Rock.
Yeah, that's always fine to see. With the sword that Akuhaish has, he'll also be able to clear out the first pendant, and we have our map check, Darkwold map check. The other pendant that we need is in Mire. So we need it, so we will need a medallion.
So we do have Quake off of Sick Kid, so we just may be missing Mitts and a bow for go mode at this point.
Yeah, it at minimum it's just Mire medallion, Mitts. Well, at minimum it's just, as you said, Mitts and bow. At worst, and I really don't, and I say this really loosely, it's just Mire medallion, Mitts, bow. So both top specials and Akuhaish are gonna head over to Tower of Hera.
Top specialist with the advantage of the hammer, though.
Yeah, grade 3 damage, as opposed to just grade 1. Or tier 1, whatever. Some person gets the quake off of Sick Kid. Okay, that's honestly surprising. Now Top actually did not hit the switch, and also went through without, I think, hitting the floor switch either. So did this in a completely unconventional process than most runners.
I didn't see the early part of Hera, but we did get a shield as one of the items in the dungeon up top.
Just still no avoiding shields. What's going on here?
Troll Dorm claims a victim.
That was just a bad angle being thrown by Moldorm. I looked back at the Twitch VOD. It's just a bad angle that was being thrown by Moldorm. That was mostly not really a fault of Top Specialists specifically.
It looks like Arya start going to visit Zora with exactly $500. And blue potion from the drop down. Another green potion from that. That's 3 bottles already. Holy moly.
So that's good because you don't have, that means bottles aren't very scarce here, and more opportunities for the runners for Akahesh to get that bottle and subsequently a quake. At the same time, Top Specialist gets the first pendant of the game.
And is able to go to East F Mountain due to that hammer. Meanwhile, Akahesh gonna have to flute away.
Another thing to point out is that we did also get a key off of Moldorm, so I don't know if we were counting items here, but I think if we were missing one item, we would have to deal with Hera basements.
Okay, we'll see how far Aku decides to take this. Could go check Zora things, got the flipper. Could go to Saha and Eastern first, but does need to get to the back of Escape.
Ice Rock Cave pulled up nothing. And nothing to report on with Spiral Cave either.
It only has stuff if you skip it, then something important appears there.
Oh, so Gamachu. Shout out to Gamachu, by the way.
Alright, let's see what Paradox Cave has for us today. Maybe our Pearl? A second sword, not bad. And I'm pretty sure Akahesh doesn't know if he has flippers. Now he does.
I mean, I think he was using it just to get a bit more, just to make sure he has water walk state and just to get that quickly done. I think he knew he had flippers. It was just that he was just doing water walking for speed.
Okay, last chance. There's our Moon Pearl. That is Dark World access for Top Specialist.
Pretty bog standard Dark World access. Akahesh still has not found any of the Dark World pieces. All it really is it's gonna spawn off of that glove, which will follow in succession with Hammer then Moon Pearl.
Yep, that glove sitting at the chest near Uncle, and that hammer at the back of Escape. Thank you, Aku. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it as well. Something shields cause lag.
They just block the sprites. They're evil.
That too.
All right, Top Specialist going to give us our first look at the cave formerly known as Hype.
Johnny Two Bombs.
There you go.
Last night was a great night.
All right, okay, she's picking up one of those pieces of Dark World, but probably going to go to the front before doing the back.
Okay. That would be nice for top specialist if he had the other sword, but it's a book nonetheless.
Book and half magic. Half magic could prove useful for Meyer.
Yeah, that too. So not terrible, all things considered, but it's Johnny Two Bombs.
Could be worse cave, I think.
Yeah, it's just like I guess a mid cave.
I'll give it a book out of 10.
A book out of 10.
All right, are you about to get Dark World access as well? And Top Specialist about to get that Master Sword. Pretty good routing as well. Was able to route in south, the Dark World, along with Mini Moldarm.
So Arya will have Dark World access here. As you mentioned, just yeah.
The mitts are the big question mark. We do need a bow, but the mitts is valuable info to be able to tell what you need from Meyer. Two of our runners have not visited Sick yet, so if Quake is needed, could be a bit before those runners get it.
Yeah, I think really that it's since Kakariko is typically like the central park of the game, it won't be too long until Akuhei's top specialists get over to Sickit for Quake, because there's plenty of opportunities for you to get there.
And you got a flute too, I guess. Oh no, he's avoiding back of escape. Aku, what are you doing?
This is gonna be a boots check. I think he's doing this first and then doing back of escape, because if I don't think the order really matters here. But it's if he goes, yeah, okay, he's gonna go left. That's what I figured.
Whew, thank goodness. And some person who takes down Moldarm is the third runner with a pendant. And Akuhei's going to feel a little bit bad here. They're going to be like, ah, crap. All the Uncle runners automatically get Dark World.
Yeah, if you unker out, which is what I do, you will actually get rewarded here. But yeah, for Akuhei, it definitely felt kind of bad to not do the uncle route.
Okay, here comes the Sick Kid play for Akuhei. Probably going back up Death Mountain to go to East Death Mountain. More likely than Saha Eastern.
Yeah, that would be the more reasonable call. And so there's our Quake. Yeah, this is I heard another click as soon as it switched off to fade to black. This is play 5. This is route 5.
Never mind what I said about Mountain before Eastern Saha. My bad. Okay, Arya Stark being the fourth runner here with the pendant. 1 down, 2 to go.
We get our inconspicuous arrow that may or may not have any logical implications.
11 arrows and bombs, thank you. Or no, a heart piece, thank you so much, Sahasrala.
The top specialist, I believe, got Yeah, Tablet Specialist got everything out of Desert, so he's out.
I think there might be an item on land mode, but fire lockdown.
That too. I'm also, granted, I didn't check the how many. I didn't see if he had gotten all the items here. Arya's not gonna head over to Johnny 2 bombs to get the half magic and book. And Akihai's is on the path to get the Moon Pearl.
And a full heart. Sorry about that, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to say a full heart out of Aegina's Cave. Not horrible, but not good.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to point out.
Could have been $20, could have been a heart piece, but we'll take a full heart.
Some personnel heading to Saha's closet and getting the 11 arrows and the heart piece.
And noping out of there. Still $21 short of Zora money.
Yeah, there is I think I saw there. I think there was there was a 20 rupee in it. Or those the bottles? Never mind. There was 2 bottles in Waterfall. For a second, I thought there was like 20 rupees and then another bottle, but no, I forgot this was the 3 bottles. You had 3 bottles for some reason, and that's because of that. Some rupees on Bombo's tablet.
We're just going for density over other dungeons at this point. Understandable given it's a pedestal seed.
Yeah, your objective really is if you're in a crystal dungeon, you're mostly there for density, not for clearing it. Right. Akahesh will go into Johnny 2 Bombs, get the book in half magic as well.
$1 short for some person now.
That's really painful. Oh no, was it 2 bombs and then the bottle? The 20 rupees in the bottle.
It was, yeah.
Okay, so I was right the first time.
You remembered the bottle because I believe Arya threw a bottle in and got blue goo, so it looked like 2.
That was what it was, yeah. See, it looks so similar, like, but not exactly the same. So, but at least with some personnel isn't going to be hurt too much because Zora obviously didn't really have much, only like 100 rupees, something like that.
And Aku's saying no thank you to a full heart container. A little surprising.
I mean, you're not really going to GT, so I could understand it. You're more. It's mostly it's okay to go low percent in this particular mode set.
Well, if it weren't for Vitreous, I would agree, but Meyer could be dangerous right now, and you could be going there without a lamp, and maybe without blue cane or cape.
Right. Although I think Akuheshi could handle it. It wouldn't really surprise me if he was able to do Dark Mire and get through it just fine, even without like cape or Burna.
It looks like our resident Grumpy Fish has powder forest today.
Okay, that's magic battle already.
A little bit of safety from Mire as well. Not too bad.
Yeah, that would be nice for Arya Stark, but out of the way for pretty much everyone else.
Top specialist getting a 20% return on Zora. And
Not
our
really. Go ahead.
just gonna say Magic Bat has $300. You go ahead, my friend.
I was gonna say that like that for what it's worth, not the worst thing you can get for not having not the worst that you can get for a chunk Zora.
Look at this spicy play Aku's making.
This is a swamp play. Now, if I were to run this like casually, I would have went into swamp as well because again it's more you don't care about the you care about the pendants more than the crystals. You're going for density in dungeons.
I'd almost go like Pyramid Pod Eastern at this point. You got a mirror, and Pod Eastern has a pretty good item density combo. And if you end up finding a bow or mitts, you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it wouldn't really be painful for Akahesh to head in here, even if you don't have hookshot.
And Arya Stark giving us our first look at Outcasts, and we get red mail off of Chess Game.
So more safety for Meyer, and Top Specialist is going to give us even more divergence in going into Pod.
Okay, 2 runners in Thieves Town, 1 in Pod, 1 in Swamp. Only one of these dungeons are beatable.
And that being Pod. Or not Pod, Thieves Town. I don't know why I thought about Pod.
I definitely like this play Top Specialist is making though.
Yeah, it's the play that won't really you get everything except for the boss. And you have 5 items out of here instead of like the half of a swamp palace that Alcohol is doing.
With the transitions of mirrors, you're talking about a 3 or 4 minute, probably 4 minute investment in Swamp. So yeah, it's rough. But if it pays off, you're probably in a huge lead.
Yeah, it's a play that if you're willing to play for dense, really, if you're willing to play for play a little bit risky, this is what you would do. Or not even risky, just plain very very spicy.
And a heart piece from the game. And Top Specialist going for doing their little potion. No, wait. That's camera unlock. Potion glitch.
Oh, there's the mitts.
There's the mitts. Okay, Pod was a good play. You could very well be a bow from go mode at this point. But yeah, Top Specialist is missing that Quake.
Yeah, Top Specialist would have to go back to Kakariko for that. But again, it's not like the worst thing you could find. Now that is a bow locked glove, so depending on where the bow ends up showing up, this could either be this. It would have to be either Silver's or they're your first bow. I think I don't think it's that big of a logical significance, but So Akage's coming up with nothing.
It probably tells you not to necessarily chase it tells you not to chase any sort of myths check. So you shouldn't go to ice. You shouldn't go to Meyer looking for your progression. It tells you that your bow should be pretty well available somewhere, pretty easy.
Yeah, it if anything, it's if anything, it might be like something like Skull.
Or it could be in the back of Pod. Really wasn't paying attention to the key logic.
Yep, speed of which.
There it is.
So yeah, so this is interesting because we had to. I think the key logic. I think it said like four. I think it was like 4 keys. I think, and then it resulted in. Then afterwards, you had to go to the front to get mitts. So that ends up being working. That works out just fine for top specialist. So, this will be top specialist going to get the second pendant, which is Eastern.
And at this point, you should know that you are a medallion from Go mode. Or I don't know what top specialist's familiarity and comfort level is with Meyer relative low percent.
That's what I'm concerned about. Top specialist could, if he's not comfortable with it, he could just opt to try and search for a lamp to make it not as terrible. But for the sake of all of our other runners, I would imagine, depending on about their comfort levels of Meyer Dark Runes, this could really change how. This could really dictate how the end of the race becomes.
Okay, there's another medallion. That is Bombos in Eastern Palace, so top specialist with a 33% chance Go mode at this point.
Alright, so top could rush Meyer, and if it's not Bombos, then he'll search the area a bit further, and then if he could, for whatever it is, whether it be the Quake, which is on Sick Kid, or Ether, which we haven't seen yet.
Another factor that just occurred to me: there's 2 checks in Meyer that are locked by fire. So there's that possibility.
That is true. Yeah, you're essentially hoping for a Godmire if those checks are not if the key is not on the Firelock side. All right, we have an Armos fight coming up for top specialist. So far, so good for this quick kill. Nice. And hey, Silvers are right here.
So apparently Pod was the first logical bow.
That was the first logical bow.
Just a thought.
So that would mean, yeah, those myths were logically accessible from Pod itself.
Which also means Vitreous is now a joke.
Yeah, Vidi, you're playing the game of Space Invaders.
Okay, top specialist, you going to Meyer? Oh, we haven't checked out Saha yet.
Saha, yeah, this makes sense.
Hero refill could be worse.
Yeah, not the worst thing you could get from it. All right, so we are.
And a potion, maybe.
This may have been a miss flute here. Or
no, top specialist, don't do it. Don't do it.
Ice.
Okay, so
Oh,
this is good.
wait.
Because if you're going up here for like potions or hoping for something, if you toss a bottle in, that's a free blue potion.
That would make this would be more reasonable, because I think what he was trying to do was he was going to the potion shop to get potions, but then realized, oh wait a minute, I have blues right here in blues right here in Waterfall Fairy.
Less than 100
That's what it
rupees,
was.
too. Yeah, no money.
Yeah, and you don't have money for that either. So, but you know one way to get there. The only thing you could get from the potion shop would be green potions. That's it.
Oh, that is Quake! Oh my gosh, Top needs to go to Kakariko for likely go mode.
This would, yeah, it would. If you find a fire source here, then that would help. But at least as for until, well, Arya Stark will be the first. We'll be heading into potential go mode or Shrogo in just a bit, because Arya Stark's in Thieves Town or Pod right now at Thieves Town.
Yeah, Arya's gonna be in likely go mode here in about a minute.
And as Illigent, at one of our trackers, they point out that Top also ended up skipping Stickhead because of after getting the bottle from the Bag of Escape. So, so this is going to be an ice play.
Oh, that's rough.
It's the play, but it's not the play that he wants to do. That's not the play that he needs to do.
Well, theoretically, could find a fire source that could be required from Meyer. That's about the only out.
That would be the one out. And I get the play because you did get bombos from Eastern, but it's just simply not the right play. Just even if, but it could be but it might turn up to be the right play if a fire source ends up being here, and this would just make it so it's not as bad. But even then, you still Top Specialist doesn't have a lamp. It may have trouble with the back of the Maya Dark Rooms. Nice, Berna.
Not horrible.
It's not horrible. It if anything, it may help Akahesh for Maya Dark Rooms.
And Arya is electing to go ahead and continue into Pod. Maybe hoping for an easy sword or something.
That would make sense. To answer TJ, for Top, yes. What?
Top Specialist just needs to go talk to Sick Kid.
Yeah, for some reason I heard like something in my ears, but I don't know what it was. But anyway, Akahesh will get a crystal, not the objective, but it's an option.
That's a boomerang out of Ice Palace for Top Specialist.
All right. So Akahesh will continue through the Northern Dark World as Top Specialist is about to hit up Ice-T.
And some person going to Eastern before Pod, unfortunately.
Yeah, that isn't. I mean, I don't know. No, because you have the bow-like bow, and so it won't matter. Oh, hey, there's lamp.
There's our fire source.
So once Akuhage heads over to desert, pod, he will be on the path for go mode.
And it looks like he's probably going to route this area and catfish, probably down to Pyramid Zora, so on his way.
Yeah,
Not
it would
Zora,
have to be.
God.
It would have to be. Yeah, it would have to be a save and quit from here. Oh, it was either. Not necessary, but it's there.
But still, Arya's in the driver's seat here. If Arya's comfortable with those dark rooms in Mire, and if the big key is not on left side fire locked, Arya's in good shape.
Yeah, this could swing towards Akuhage's favor if the big key is on the firelock side. So here comes Akuhage getting the powder.
Doesn't look like the bot got updated, but we'll take this quick moment to remind everybody, don't forget to give our runners a follow. Akuhage, Top Specialist, Sun Personnel, Arya Stark, 2942. They're all putting on a fantastic show for us, and links are in chat. And while you're at it, give my Kokoma a follow. Professor Render, link did not get updated in chat, but Twitch name is spelled just like his name in this here. So give him a follow, and along with our trackers, Lady Lauren Linda and Zilligent putting on a great track and show for us as well.
Of note that I don't have a space in my name, or I don't have a space when you type in my name, type in my Twitch name.
That's true, just one long word, Professor Render, the ruler of the best seeds and Link to the Past.
Yes.
Okay, Top Specialist does finish off Cold Stare. Breaking.
Okay, so for Top Specialist, what's next? You would have to head over to it would have to go over to Sikhit at this point.
And Akuhage going back to escape for one check. I guess due to the lamp.
Yeah, this is just the result of the lamp. This is 3, so this okay.
No,
what are we doing here?
Go south.
Could be. I don't know if this will be this is just to link something together, or if he just hasn't. Well, he is heading back down south, back to Village of Falcast. This could be a link to Thieves Town.
Okay, Arya giving us the official information. Is Arya in go mode?
A moment for Arya Stark, because if the big key ends up being here, then excellent. You don't have to worry about fire in this case. Alright, so we have C-shaped house coming up from Top Specialist. I think if he knows that he still has to do Sick Kid, then okay, we're good go mode for Arya Stark. Then then he would probably be. Okay, so this is Thieves Town. Maybe
is Aku going to Spike Cave?
Aku is heading. It looks like the general direction of Spike Cave.
We know mids, that's the only other check up here, I think.
Yeah, it has to be. You just need a glove, at a minimum, a glove for access to Spike Cave. So this is a Spike Cave play.
Hammer
or no, Ether Tablet. Well, yeah, hammer and glove, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm more so talking about the glove limit, the glove requirement, not the hammer requirement.
Got you.
Hera basement for Akahesh.
Oh my gosh. And top specialist is in Thieves Town as well. Meanwhile, Arya Stark getting through the dark rooms.
Looks like Arya Stark had to reset set here. So I still think the top specialist might be routing in if he still has if he still got sick kid on the map, he should be able to link that together after the Steve's Town play. It's not the correct play, but you're in the general. But in this time around, you're in the general vicinity of it. Okay, so after Akahesh getting the Hera basement play, this is the Spike Cave play.
I think it's going to be last location for Pod Eastern area for Akko.
It has to.
And Arya Stark, unfortunately, taking some damage and having to back out.
Yeah, this isn't the Bio Dark Rooms aren't easy. It is really, really not easy. Especially considering that he just does not have any vulnerability items.
Okay, Arya Stark giving it another go. Okay, Akahesh finally making the right play, going towards Palace of Darkness.
Alright, yeah, this is the last location for Akahesh. But once Akahesh heads over to Pod, he will be in a better Gomo situation than Arya.
Or Arya having the darndest time in the room. Meanwhile, top specialist does take down blind. And it's going to be now or never, I think, for that Quake. What do you think, Render?
I hope he goes over to Sick Kid, because this is his one opportunity before it becomes effectively orphaned. Heading north. So this is going to be effectively orphaned.
Oh my gosh, does he go back to Pod before going to Sick Kid?
That might be the case. It's just really unfortunate because he was right there.
Wait, did Aku not pick up the meds?
No. What? Wait. No minutes.
Did he go get the bow and just peace out?
That might have been what happened. I wasn't paying attention because I had to do something on the side.
Okay, some personnel on the right track heading towards Palace of Darkness as well. And confirmation from one of our trackers, Lady Laura Linda. Aku does not have mitts.
So yeah, this was just a bow and then a peace out, which that's really unfortunate because that bow is that bits is just sitting is right where Akuhage got it.
Well, I guess what else does he have to do? He's probably gonna go from Eastern back to Pod, wouldn't you think?
I think what it is that I think what it really is that yeah, as you pointed, yeah, I think this is just to get the pendant out and then go back in. If that's not it, then I don't know what he has. It can't be anything because this is effectively his last location. Okay. Top specials with the lamp here. That's good. And some personnel is heading to Pod as well.
And Arya's still struggling, unfortunately, in the dark room here. Poor thing.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate because the more time he loses to getting this first room done, the more time this will be more time for these runners, the other runners, to catch up.
Akrai just needs to go to both side Pod and right to Meyer.
Alright, so there's Akuhage getting the second pendant. So so we'll see if Akuhage has the mirror here.
I think he has to go back in a Pod at this point. Well, after turning in green pendant, I don't think he has anything else.
Yeah, it's green pendant, then you go back to Pod because there has to be nothing else. Yeah, he's heading back over to that beer portal. This is Pod, so he will have bits, so he will be in go mode shortly. Top Special is again missing the opportunity to go to Sick Kid.
And Arya made it through that first dark room. Home stretch.
He'll be should be on the way home now. I think he must have not hit the switch here. because those anti-parries are still moving.
Well, he
like they're
never
moving
went
around.
He was never able to go to Firelock side, so he didn't hit the switch. And then so when he came through the room, he hit the switch. It made it turn the wrong way, unfortunately.
Yeah, muscle memory is kind of a pain. All right, there's a heart for there's a fairy for Arya. This will be it here. Yeah, it took Arya a little bit, but nonetheless is able to get it. Tough Specialist is doing Smith Chain.
Still not doing sick, kid.
Yeah, he has to do it. Like, really, that right after he picks up the purple chest, and there's mitts for Akahage. Now he's in go mode. All right, Arya should be fine because he does have red mail. Not really any threat to die here. Yep, there it goes.
All right, that's all 3 pendants. Just gotta go pull that pedestal to take first place on Restream. And Aku forgetting that using Quake does not take care of that murder dactyl, so you're gonna take some damage.
Yeah, that is some unavoidable damage. If you do not, if you were to, you have to kill the murder dactyl first before you get the Quake. Otherwise, you'll still have unavoidable damage.
All right, Arya's nearly there.
So GGs are gonna get GGs out for Arya Stark. Time ends as soon as he loses control of Link.
All right, Render, give him the time.
Time is gonna be official time of 56:40. Second place overall, but first on the restream. And the first place finisher was Keisei at 54:34.
GG's to Arya.
We'll see if we can get Arya in for an interview. Here's Arya. GG.
GG, Arya.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Minor Dark Rooms are tough.
That was super fun.
Would you like to know where your lamp is?
Oh my, I sure would.
Graveyard Ledge.
Cool. I don't know when or if I was gonna get to that.
Yeah, everyone except for you went to Graveyard Ledge, but mostly because I think you just went for it as soon as you got the stuff that you needed.
Yeah, that was the plan. Put that in as many quotes as you'd like, but Meyer Darkroom.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, thoughts on the scene?
It was definitely kind of funny. I liked the bow lock mitts. I was like, hey, that could be a nice little advantage until the bow was free, and then the other bow was free. So that was entertaining. It wasn't too bad.
Do you have anything to ask?
Not really. I think routing-wise, you overall did super well. Other than the little mishap in Meyer, which it can get anybody because those darn dark rooms. What'd you think of your routing overall?
Especially in these kind of seeds where it's like a double-edged sword with Pedestal, because it could be something that's really super quick and you kind of want to bounce places, in hopes of finding, the stray items that can get you through. Like, I was really pleased that Hera, fortunately, turned out not to be fire source locked without the hook shot, and to find that bow in pod was nice. So it kind of worked out pretty decently. I don't really have any complaints. I think, again, like, to finish with a good time in this, you do have to be aggressive. So I was willing to push it in the dark, and for some reason my Meyer Darkroom strats disappeared sometime between 2 days ago and and today, because I botched the heck out of it when I was playing across DC last night too. So that might be something to revisit, possibly.
And a quick GG as well in chat for Akuhaish, finishing second on Restream and third place overall with a time of 59:36. GG's to Akuhaish. And with that, we do welcome Akuhaish into the booth. GG's to you.
Hey, thanks.
So how about that pod?
Oh, that pod was amazing after I went there.
Yeah. We were worried, but then it was like, for a second, but then we was like, oh, wait a minute, no, that's perfectly fine because this is the last location.
Yeah, it was last location for me. I don't mind Mit's go mode because it reduces so much.
Yeah.
Well, the routing ended up being just a few small differences. Overall, top specialist was in a fantastic position, but never checks it can. I think top specialist could have been finished right around 40, maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah, just like any seed, if you go to the right places, it can be really fast.
Now, what I'm not sure about, and this, what I'm not sure about is, nice sword, by the way. What I'm not sure about is if Top had marked it off on his tracker by accident, or has chosen to not go to sick kid period, just arbitrarily.
Did Top check the powder?
Yes.
Oh.
He was doing it along with his sick. Why am I blanking the Smith chain checks?
Okay.
Yeah, and which that was effectively the last time top specialist would have been able to get it before it was effectively orphaned off. Yeah, it's not pleasant. Like, and one thing to point out was that if he had also skipped it during after getting the bottle from Bag of Escape, so this may have been a skip that he had chosen to do, or was under the impression that he had already completed from one of our trackers' perspectives.
Yeah, and Top doesn't. He runs like me without a map tracker, so it would be a choice. And I like that second bow placement too.
Yeah, it's a convenient bow placement. It takes you to it effectively makes spitting a choke.
It was like I wonder if everyone will be good in the dark rooms and things too. Oh, Vitreous is now a joke. It's fine.
Yeah. However, some person is about to pull that pedestal to finish this sucker up.
Not fluting though.
Why? To check lumber check glitch? Or wait, or not even
going-
that?
Just take it a
Going
scenic
this
route. It's fine. Just a scenic route. Yeah, it's fine.
Interesting.
Okay, Top, we need you to float to 3.
Going
That's not 3.
5, going to 8. For what? Sora? No, not even that. By the way, GG's to some person no, finishing 3rd with a time of 1:04:49, finishing 4th overall.
Like was said, I'm pretty sure this has to mean that Top Specialist is on the impression that Sick Kid's done.
That may have been the case, and that's really tough because it's like if Top Specialist doesn't run the map checker, there's actually a good reason to run a map checker because it at least it makes it more organized for you to know which is which.
The first time I skipped Bottle Vendor is the time I started using a map tracker myself.
That basically what it is. It's not pleasant to have a situation like this happen. All right, what's Top gonna do now?
Back to pod?
Pod, yeah, I think that may have been it. I don't know. This is going back to pod for Helmasaur?
I was glad to go there with medallion %, so it didn't matter what it was.
And
Oh,
also,
you
hello
can
to
pause.
Arya's title screen. Hi, Arya's title screen.
If Arya's title screen would talk, it would say hi.
His bio select, yeah. Soon we'll have lowercase letters for it. And numbers. Hooray!
What?
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
New alpha. The current alpha has the letters and the lowercase letters and numbers from the door branch.
I did not know there was a new version out.
It's coming. It's coming soon.
Nice even collection rate from Arya Stark as well. I did not notice that. Well done.
Yeah, a clean 100.
And a 110 from Akraish. That's mostly Thieves' Town. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that was calculated. I was trying to get 100 even. So. Mission accomplished right there.
Oh,
Yo.
nice.
That's why I bypassed getting the plant. I would have made it 101, and that's just ugly.
I was going for those trolley spots like Swamp, Thieves' Town.
We saw that. We were like, well, it could pay off because at that point, nobody had gone into pod yet. So I was like, well, it could have something, but I'm really surprised Aku's not going to pod Eastern first.
I didn't want to go there without a bow. And then both bows were over there, one in each dungeon.
Welcome to Rando. Okay, flute to 3 Top Specialist, please. Flute to 3.
This has to be a last location for Swamp, but can't finish it without a hook shot.
Is this mode beatable only?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Because if it was beatable, then something like, I don't know, boots on lumberjack as a bad example would have been there.
We had one recently that was not recently, like last year, I think it was. We did a beatable only, and people were like, "What is beatable only?" And then in that seed that we commentated, we had hook shot on Hylia Island, and Mirror was in Swamp.
Yeah, which that checks out because that's how beatable works.
It's just funny the way that works out sometimes, because sometimes beatable only, you could still beat it. Like, you could full clear if you want to, but some seeds are like, no, here's your boots, like you said, on torches or something.
Yeah, so it's still set up to be accessibility. It should still be the same. Yeah, it's still the same. It's not beatable. So that's why I'm surprised that Top's heading down here.
Yeah, there was nothing here in Swamp.
Yeah, I think this might be Top. What Top might be a. Eventually, Top will have to get the sick kid because he'll be last locations by it.
Well, I just went to Top Specialist stream. It looks like they're using Emo Tracker. It does not look like there's a map.
Yeah, I looked at it as well. I didn't comment on it at the time, but yeah, that was the case. I don't know if that map tracker is even visible, or it doesn't even use a period. Again, I should stress that I think this example is kind of, I mean, no offense to Top Specialist at all. I mean, he's putting in the work to try and play us out. I think if you are looking to learn the game and where to figure things out, a map tracker is definitely a good thing just to have, because that way it's more organized. You know what you can and can't do. I use map trackers all the time, just because it's convenient for me. Yeah. So after this would I would think that this would have to be Sickit.
Well, we have seen every single check possible between everybody. The only things we have not seen are the 2 items in Meyer, I'm pretty sure.
And Top Specialist can't even get to Meyer because well, it's this CD is quick.
Exactly. So if this is not beatable only, then theoretically Meyer would have to have a hook shot or something, I guess, to proceed with the seed if you forgot it was a pendant seed.
It is not beatable. I did look at the preset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I checked it. It's not beatable. All right, so this will be the last thing that Top gets out of Swamp. right, this is a save quit for top specialist. Let's see. So going to Link's house, going to have Fluid out. This would have to be 3 at this point, because I think this is the last location. No, he still got some stuff. But what? Oh, that? Now it's... No. It's my area?
I think it's truly that Sick Kid is just off Top's mind, unfortunately.
Which is really unfortunate, because if that was... Because it now, it can... If it was a miss track on a map tracker, that's complete... we've all been there. It's understandable. But if it's out of the mind, without a map tracker, then it's like... I guess it's also understandable too, because if you're not used to, if you're coming off of a map tracker and you're trying to figure it out, then yeah, it would make sense to it's understandable if you just missed it. But if yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard to comment on this, because it's just so, painful.
I like the free clear rates though. 100, 105, 110. That's nice.
That is very, very nice. All right, so top specialist will go ahead and finish this Lambo fight here. So after seeing that map pop up, Top ended up choosing to forfeit out the race. Understandable, really.
Get your GGs in chat for Top Specialist, everybody. Sorry, Aku, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's quite understandable at this point. Been looking, and just not finding it.
All right. Both Some Person No and Top Specialists are in the race are in the voice channel, sub channel. We'll get them in just a second. And we have Some Person No and Top Specialist in the race room. GG to both of you.
Hey, GG.
So it was Sick Kid that had your quake.
Yeah, I was just told that. That's unlucky. I can't believe I missed Sick Kid.
That it was weird, because it's interesting, because there were plenty of opportunities for you to get the Sick Kid. There were a lot of opportunities, because I mentioned constantly that Sick Kid, Kakariko essentially is like a central park for a lot of things, and missing Sick Kid.
I know what happened now.
Yeah.
So I have a habit of automatically tracking the bottle as being checked every time I go to Kakariko, because I just assume I'm going to go through that pathing, and that bit me in the behind today.
Oh.
So I thought it was checked already.
So that's what the trackers were thinking that was the case, and we were eventually thinking that the same way as well. You have a map checker?
I don't use a map tracker, no, but I just get a habit of every time I have the bottle and I'm in Kakariko anyways, I'm just like, oh, I'll get it. So I'll just assume to go there, and I, for some reason, didn't this time.
Yeah. I mentioned in the restream, it's definitely a good reason to try and use a map tracker, because it's more so just to have something on the screen. It's like, hey, you can do this. You can do this. This can't be accessed yet. This you can look, stuff like that. It's yeah. I'd recommend it. I've used it for like many years. But for some person, what was your thoughts on that, Seed?
I had the opposite thing. I kept checking stuff. I kept climbing up here thinking, oh, I have the lamp. Oh, I don't have the lamp. And I was like, I kept doing that. And eventually I did get the lamp.
Yeah.
And it was worthless. It's still worthless anyway, so I was like, okay, well, that was pointless. No, but yeah, the sea was once it was pretty straightforward. Once I stopped doing, just like doing checks that I didn't need to do, and then it kind of made sense.
Yeah. The only one who did not have the lamp was Arya Stark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't needed, but it was nice to have.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would have been very nice to have.
Yeah. I'll be just quick. If anyone has final thoughts, go ahead and sign off.
Yeah.
As usual, thanks so much for the restream, Lana and Professor Render. Thanks so much for comms. I know Zilligant and Lady Laura Linda were doing tracking. So again, it's always awesome to have so many people volunteering to help put these on. And if you ever need to reach me, I'll be at my second home in the Dark Switch room in Meyer.
Thanks for restream, everything else, trackers, commentators, everything.
So yeah, that should do it. As far as the week is concerned, that's pretty much it for the rest of the week. But Sunday, we will be starting things up again with the Open Weekly. It's at 5:30. It's the typical time for that. And shout outs to all of our runners and Isilligent and Lady Laura Linda for being the trackers. A Professor Render who joined in just about as the race started, and I also appreciate the delay, the patience for these runners, because we actually were behind schedule. So that's when I was kind of like, okay, I might as well join Lana Bean because we need someone to just be in the booth after what happened. But yeah. You can. I'll let you have the last word, Elena.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you to Renderer for jumping in, joining me on the commentary. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. Again, Lady Laura Linda is Diligent doing the tracking today. Don't forget to give these four a follow. Akuyai's top specialist on Person No, RESDark2942. Follow Speed Gaming through Speed Gaming 6. All sorts of rando stuff going on every single day. Otherwise, that's about all I have to say. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. We'll catch you all on Sunday. Otherwise, just stay tuned for all sorts of awesome rando races going on all day. Take care, everybody.
Take it easy.